It's time now for the Troop Tigers Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now live at the showroom of Kia of LaGrange, Greg Hicks and Coach Lynn Kendall giving you the inside scoop on Troop Tigers football.
Good Saturday morning here. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Lynn Kendall. We're here live at the Kia showroom on Lafayette Parkway, and it's not quite a sunny morning, and we could use the rain now that our game's over with. Since we had a delay last night of about 45 minutes, a lightning strike, I would think. But so let it rain today if you want. That's fine with me. That means I don't have to get out in the yard and do any work. What about you, Coach?
I will be working, but it won't be at the yard. We got a Thursday night game.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, Scott told me you guys called it. I mean, you're practicing Sunday afternoon. I guess so. Short week. You got to get going.
Yeah, it's a it's a light type walkthrough type deal, but we'll have to watch some film with the guys and do some install for the upcoming game plan. It's not going to be a full pad melee or anything like that, but we got to do that preparation because we're going to be practicing a day short, and we'll be playing a day short. Excuse me, and against a very fine football team.
Well, we don't really think about it. We as fans, we're thinking, all right, we got a Thursday night game. We can start our weekend early, but you guys, starts your work week earlier, as if your work week ever stopped.
Right. Well, that's how it is.
That's just high school football.
And then on Friday night we'll be scouting, and have an opportunity to go watch some other teams and see them, as we say, on the hoof.
Yeah.
Sometimes film tells you an awful lot, but sometimes it's just good to see people in person.
Mm-hmm. You get a different feel, I think, at the game live. We talk about being in the booth or down on the sidelines, and I could see things up in the booth, but it's just a different feel when you're on the sidelines. Right. It's kind of like you guys being at the game scouting. You can detect emotions and mood swings and momentum either way. Well, you really can't see that a lot on blank film or on silent film.
Exactly, and also even the feel for game speed is slightly different.
Well, speaking of game speed, last night, we came in and Harris County came up to visit, and a lot of people were talking, well, they're 0-2, and I know you as a coaching staff and as a head coach realize, hey, don't go by that. These guys run a wing tee with a lot of emotion or a lot of motion, and add to that they've got that high-octane, if you will, no-huddle offense that's an extra added twist. A lot of teams who run the wing tee will come in and they'll have a huddle up and kind of play it down, but these guys added that, just keep going. But speaking of keep going, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to review last night's game, beginning with the first quarter. I'm Greg Hicks, along with Coach Lynn Kendall. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback from Troop High School here live at the Kia showroom. We'll be right back.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary Coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Are you ready for a great deal? A money-saving party! We got great quality and value. We'll get you kick-started.
Homes Pharmacy is ready to help you with your healthcare needs. Yes, it's time for action, and what better place for action than football and Holmes Pharmacy? When you go into Holmes Pharmacy, we do go into action. Action to serve you better and faster. If you want to deal with the best, then see Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Rolls just a quick step, airs it out to the corner. Got 2 men back there. He blows up. Touchdown, Tigers!
Once again, the play just like we did last week, except Will Smith throws it this time to Tremaine Tolbert when he goes into the corner of the end zone and has a jump ball. Tremaine Tolbert is 2 in a row on his jump balls. Touchdown, Tigers, with 7.5 seconds left, and that's the momentum we're talking about, Tony and Jack.
And we would come back, and we were talking about just late in the second quarter, we really needed to get some momentum, knowing that we were going to get the ball back in the third quarter. We needed that touchdown, and that's just what we got. Speaking of a touchdown, let me throw it over to Coleman Weiss, and he wants to give you some news about an exciting event happening at Kia Manufacturing Motors today.
Yeah, usually this the showroom is hopping with salespeople and customers and everything else. And I tell you, there are a couple here. So if you want to come to the showroom, you definitely still can buy Kia. But also they've got a big event going on at the West Point manufacturing plant in Kia, at Kia, and of course they've got the tent sale going on out there. And without a doubt, you can go out there and have a great deal. Meet Coach Pat Dye, and a lot of fun things are happening. They've probably got food and drinks and everything else. So come out and have a good time with them right out there at the Kia manufacturing plant as the tent sale has begun out there. And of course, if you want to come back here to the Lafayette Parkway location, they'll take care of you here as well. The service department, of course, is running strong. But we'll send it back to you guys and go Tigers.
Well, speaking of tent sale, I didn't realize that Kia was selling tents. Now, was that about a $35,000 tent? And you said they throw a car in free, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really nice tent, though. It's a very nice tent.
They're selling cars. It just happens to be
under a tent. I got you. And we are looking for volunteers. If you want, just call here to the Kia showroom here in downtown LaGrange, on Lafayette Parkway, and they will hook you up to help drive these cars back. Or is that right? I'm not sure. Okay, just don't believe me on that one. But, with Coach last night, we were talking as we went to break. The guys realizing when you look the next 7 or 8 weeks out and you think, wow, we've got to be emotionally and physically ready, because there's no check off. That's a guaranteed win on our schedule anymore. Not that there ever has been, but I guess the days when we would play somebody like a Spencer or Jordan, you could almost check it off, and not out of disrespect for those teams, but there's nothing like that on your schedule now. And so you come out last night in a real business-like manner, and the first quarter was back and forth, and you knew that Harris County had that kind of motion, and that's a tough challenge to defend all that motion going on. And it's like flip a coin as who's got the football as far as carrying the football.
Yeah, but and you were talking earlier about Harris County, and I keep telling players quit reading newspapers and all that stuff. That you can't look at people's schedule. It don't matter what someone's record is. There's a game that's got to be played.
That's right.
And no one gets on the bus and says, hey, let's drive over to so-and-so and let's lose a ball game. So Harris County, they lost 2. They were 0-2 when they came in to some very fine teams. Central Phoenix City, one of them, in which they battled a pretty close game with that too. So,
and scored 43 points, I believe.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And, you score 43 points, you kind of think you'd hope to win the ball game. But I know they were going to be prepared, and we were prepared as well. And they got up on us 21-0, and our guys did a great job of staying in the game. You keep battling, and these things about life skills we keep trying to teach guys. Everything's not going to go your way. You got to keep fighting. Mm-hmm. You got to keep fighting, and things will start to happen.
That's
and
the point.
And that is what started happening. We started getting some stops on defense, and offense was starting to click. And we'd hurt ourselves anyhow earlier in the game. We have a we have a drive going, we have a turnover, then we have a penalty that takes us out of the red zone after we've driven down to the red zone, and then later we have a touchdown that is called back for a penalty. So, some of those things are us, taking care of what we need to. And, you already got those 11 guys on the other side that are trying to stop you.
That's right.
We don't need to do things to stop ourselves. But I thought we regrouped, and the coaching staff did a great job. And, it's kind of a quirky game. You get the lightning delay. And it affects the other team, too.
It sure does.
But you go in, and then you're not sure how long that's going to last. And then there's several scenarios that are being played out on if it does last or if we go back on the field and then it comes back. We're on and off, and there's a 2-hour accumulative time since it's non-conference or non-region game or classification game in which how many times you can come off the field and then it's the ball game and you have to reschedule it, and then there's rescheduling issues if we did have to reschedule it with us having an early game coming up. And so I'm glad we got to play. It's not any fun to come off the field and sit around for about 45 minutes, and then you're told you only have 3 minutes to warm up.
That's right.
Which isn't very pleasant. I'm just going to be frank.
No, yeah. I thought, man, you can't get stretched out good.
You sit around for 45 minutes, and after you've been playing, and then you have a 3-minute to warm up, and that might be something we need to look at as rules.
As far as Georgia High School,
or Federation or whatever.
I got you.
We do a lot of things for safety of players, but then we'll turn around and do that just to hurry a ball game up.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, you pull a hamstring.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, you can do that after warming up too.
I do that a lot. Maybe it's my age.
I just, little things that you might want to look at to make the game better.
I understand.
I mean, the other team had 3 minutes to warm up
That's
too.
true.
So, but we come out and, we after being down 21-0, we started getting some things going, and good balance with run and passing. And I thought that Dexter Shealy ran the ball extremely hard last night. He had over 100 yards rushing.
Okay.
And then also total, he had 131 yards all-purpose yard. He completed a pass to Will Smith.
That's right.
It was a big first down for us. And Cameron Russell once again, is getting carries, and he has the knack of having that big play, that big first
which
down.
we needed late in the game.
Game.
That's right.
And also scored last night.
That's right. He sure did.
And then a Tremaine Torbert, great job receiving. I think he had 186 yards in receptions.
He had at least 80 on that one play. Looked pretty too.
It was a 71-yard, is what I understand.
I can call it 80 if I want.
Yeah.
I tell you what, we're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to analyze a little bit more of the plays last night and kind of fill you in on exactly how the Tigers got right back into that ball game last night. You're listening to Troop High Quarterback Show Saturday morning here at Kia Showroom. We'll be right back.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point.
1 2 1 2 1 2 3. There we go.
I got you.
Friday and Saturday in West Point, the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia LaGrange helps support your local economy.
Hello?
Hi, Jennifer. Listen, Nick is here with me, and he's very, very sorry.
Who is this?
I'm Nick, State Farm agent. State Farm is famous for having great claim service.
Uh-huh.
When Nick got in his little fender bender last month, State Farm patched things up for him right away. I think he's hoping we can patch things up with you, too.
This is crazy.
Go with the company with a 97% satisfaction rating on claims. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Count on Agent Matt Orr on the square in LaGrange to help you patch things up.
Hey, man, my car just broke down. I need to call a towing company.
Well, then you should probably call a towing company.
I know. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I need to call a towing company.
Right, a towing company. You should call a towing company.
Ah, man, come on. I'm trying to tell you, which company should I call?
Oh, call a towing company.
Oh, call a towing company.
A towing company. 706-882-8399.
A towing company. 706-882-8399.
Touchdown!
great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive support services. That's why our heart clinic is leading the way in cardiovascular care and ranked in the top 10% of all U.S. hospitals for medical excellence. West Georgia Health is also accredited by the Commission on Cancer and brings together the latest in diagnostic and treatment protocols. When it comes to keeping you healthy, West Georgia Health is on your side. From quality outcomes and advanced procedures to community education, we're in the game for you. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Going to air it all the way down the field. He's got a man there. Can he get to it? Yes, he does. Catch down to the 10, 5, touchdown, Tigers!
No flags. Tremaine Tolbert on an 80-yard pass play. What a great catch by Tremaine Tolbert. Got behind, and when Will Smith let it go, he had to turn on the afterburners just to catch up with it. He did so, and that'll put the Tigers right back in this ball game. We said that we needed about a 3-minute drive. We get about a 1-minute drive. Good job, Tigers.
Yeah, and wow, I'm gonna stick with my 80 yards until I look at the film here in a little bit. But
hey, I'm sure the 80 sounds fine too.
I'm telling
it's
you guys,
score.
From our booth up there, you could just see Tremaine. I said got behind. He got behind the cornerback, and he had about a 4-yard break on him. And you could see when Will let that go, Tremaine said, "Oh, I got to beef it up," and he turned on the afterburners, and it was just perfect. He hit it in stride and never broke stride. What a wonderful, gorgeous looking play. We're gonna turn that play right over to Coleman Vice.
Well, thanks, guys. And I tell you, Kia of LaGrange has got a special tent sale going on at the West Point manufacturing plant. We're here at the Lafayette Parkway location, but everybody out there is with a whole bunch of Kias. I got to tell you, they've got like 250 Kias out there at the Kia manufacturing plant waiting to be sold, waiting for you to come out there and get your best deal because I tell you what, they've got an inventory situation, and when you got that many cars, you got to get them out and get them into somebody's driveway and get them driving. So if you want to get a good deal on a Kia, your opportunity is right now today at the Kia manufacturing plant. They've got food and a whole bunch of other entertainment things out there. Coach Pat Dye is out there. So there's a lot going on at the Kia manufacturing plant at the Big Tent Sale there in West Point. So go there and find you a great deal on a Kia. Auburn's not playing today, so what a great time to go on out there and get you a deal. And back to you guys at the desk, and go Tigers.
Well, good. You're right. And I keep thinking that I'm going to come here one day, and Coach Kendall's going to say, all right, look, hook me up with that Sportage that I've been thinking about for the last 3 years. And of course.
Well, I drove one a couple weeks ago for about 3 days, and it's a good vehicle. I really recommend it.
There you go. We talked about your big diesel. Not going to get rid of that. Don't blame you.
Not getting rid of that.
You can't, and it's going to be one of those. I just need an extra vehicle, and I think the Sportage is for us because you've been talking about that for a while. But speaking about talking about something, again, a lot of things that came to light last night, especially offensively for your Tigers, that as far as a fan base that we haven't seen in a while. And what I mean by that is, the little throwback to Will, and I can tell you sitting beside the Harris County coaches, they were, oh, there comes that same play again. As soon as he tossed it over to watch the 80 kid, and nobody, the coaches or nobody knew. Throwback to Will Smith, and what a gorgeous play, perfect timing. It's exactly when you needed it, and I thought that's what I'm talking about. And next thing you know, Travis Johnson, Will Smith backs up, he checks off to this wide out, and he's not there. He turns and sees Travis coming right across on a slant pattern. Touchdown Tigers. Unfortunately, that was brought back, but you're starting to see some things that's like, hey, I like what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, unfortunately, that one came back, but well executed.
Yes.
Nice throw, nice catch, nice read. And so, as far as the play itself, we're real happy with that. And, the offense staff has done a great job. You're talking about the throwback to Will. And, these are things that we have in our offense. And I think a lot of people don't understand that you can't just go out and run everything you have. It depends on what the defense is doing and how they're reacting. And, every play does not work in every situation, and there's a lot more to it than just calling a play. And that was a huge play. We know they were chasing us on the sweep. Getting some gains with that. Dexter's having a good run. a good night running as well, and so we get them flowing, and then we throw back against LaGrange, and you know, we're reading that corner and seeing what he's doing, and you know, if he's being nosy on what's going on the other side, I mean, it's just a perfect time for it. So, you know, it's a counter type play.
That's
what
right.
it is. It's a pass play, but it's a counter play.
Yeah.
So, and then Will makes a nice catch, nice throw, nice catch, and then a nice run, and you know, gives us momentum to keep going.
You know, it's really valuable when you mentioned that about Will making a nice catch and Sheely making a nice throw. You know, Sheely's now has thrown for at least we wish that was a touchdown at the first game of the year, but he's made several nice throws on a toss sweep out of the backfield from Will Smith. But this time, it's nice to know that you've got basically two quarterbacks in the backfield there with Will Smith and really managing a nice game last night, doing a good job. I noticed one time he went on an option and he tucked it in and he noticed that, man, Sheely's out there. Then, you know, another play or two later comes right back and he makes a nice toss and Sheely picks up 10 or 12 yards. And it's nice that you got a commander there in that backfield that can manage that game right. And it's also nice to know that you've got that Sheely that's a quarterback in his own right that can come back when you need that toss sweep pass out of that he can do that for you.
Oh, sure. You know, and you know, a lot of people may not know, Will's a very good receiver.
He's just a good athlete.
Well, he's a good athlete, you know, and then, you know, offensive line got things going, and, you know, we really started moving the ball, and, you know, you know, by the time we get to the end of the game, I think I'd mentioned, you know, I really thought if we had a couple more minutes. Of course, you don't, you know.
No, that's true. Yeah.
I think I said if we had a couple more minutes and a couple of timeouts, we've been in really good shape. But there's probably about 5,000 coaches across the country who were saying the same thing last night. So it's somewhere. But, you know, I'm real proud of the way the guys responded and just kept fighting and started making things happen. And you know, that's another part of growing as a team. I think there's a lot we can learn from this game. We definitely want to come out as a winner, but I think there's a lot that we can learn and looking at ourselves because we got a short week to get prep.
That's right.
Coming up, and we're going to play another tough football team, and they all are. It's I know it sounds redundant, but that's our schedule.
You know, anybody, Coach, that keeps up with high school football, especially Georgia high school, you just mentioned things like Wilbert Academy, Sandy Creek, Carrollton, Carver. Enough said. Hey, with that, we're going to take a short break. You're listening to Troop High Saturday Morning Quarterback. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Lynn Kendall. You're listening to Eagles Sports.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary Coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.MalloryAgency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Smith goes around right side, hands the ball off. Touchdown, Tigers.
Cameron Russell, what a deserved play. Cameron instrumental on that 25-yard pickup while ago. He takes it right off right tackle behind big Jason Hernandez and walks into the end zone. That'll bring the Tigers right back. So from 28 to 14, now it's 28-20. Harris County leading still with 2:53 left in this game.
And, we're still believing, Coach, that, with 3 minutes left, all we need is we've proved that. Just give us a minute and we can take the ball down the field. But speaking of taking something, Coleman's going to take it away.
No, we're going to just say real quick again, don't forget about the tent sale going on at the West Point manufacturing plant as having a big inventory sale out there with a lot of Kias, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and lots of savings there at the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Go there and you will be amazed at the selection. The salespeople, they've got financing on site. They're ready to make a deal. And back to you guys.
Okay. Hey, Coach, we went to break and you said, let's talk about some defense. And so I'm seeing some names you got down there. Let's talk about how these guys performed last night.
Well, Eli Patrick, I thought at outside linebacker had a good night. Eli, forced some big plays, and then he also had some big plays in his own. Once again, when I say forced, he did his responsibility, and actually the people making the tackle, the reason they made the tackle is because he did his job.
That's right.
And real happy with him, and he's developing every game too, and being,
Now he's just a junior, right?
Yes, he's a junior. Emmanuel Trammell, people challenge him, and ET did a good job. We call him ET. ET did a great job last night as well. I mean, they tried to hit him with some tall receivers, and he did a good job squeezing those guys to the sideline. And doing what a good defensive back does. And then, of course, his run support play was good last night, and his aggressiveness. And, he's a guy he's full speed. He doesn't have a dial. He just has a switch.
Just turn it on.
Yeah, and I love that.
I do.
And then Say Sanders last night, a very physical game. There's a couple times Say came up and actually stopped some long runs from becoming really long runs and
he
being
chased the guy
aggressive.
down on that long run.
Right,
They pulled him down
and then come up and made a couple nice hits as well. And they tried to run a halfback pass on us, and he come up very quickly, read that, got up in the passer's
face,
arms right in his face, and forced the ball a little high so the DB could make a play on it. And so. Those guys, you mentioned O.J. Ziegler when we were talking on the break. O.J., good night as well. And they're tough going in there. They had a huge we have a big offensive line, but they had a huge offensive line. And we thought that, our interior people battled, with their guys, as the game went on, we were playing better and better and better. And then we started forcing them to 3 and out and giving us the opportunities that we need. So I guess all in all is that we cannot afford to do a slow start. You can't have that mentality. We're just going to get in and feel the game and all that. We got to go from the get go.
It's funny that you say that. This is not a marathon. Each game you almost got to look at this. This is a drag race. This is a quarter horse mentality. We got to come out of the gate, come out of it fast, set the tempo quick, and because again, if you had 2 more minutes, maybe another quarter, we may be talking victory this morning.
There you go.
So you're right.
There you go. And we did things. We were definitely. Had opportunities to win the football game. So
absolutely.
And that's one of those things that's frustrating, and then there's some promise to it because there's some things you can fix. But I thought at the end of the game, the attitude of the players, they are they had a good attitude. Like we didn't want to lose a ball game, but. We're ready to get right back to work.
And I'm glad you said that. We're going to take a break right now, our last break of the afternoon or the morning. We're going to come back, and we're going to talk about the short preparation week for Carver Tigers down in Columbus. I think we'll be going Thursday night game, 7 o'clock down at Memorial Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. So short week, big week, once again for the Troop High Tigers. We're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback Show here live at the Kia Showroom. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Are you ready for a great deal? A money-saving party. We got great quality and value. We'll get you kick-started.
Deal with someone who's always tops in the draft. That's Holmes Pharmacy. Yes, at Holmes Pharmacy, we're ready. We pass on a great selection of over-the-counter medications. So see the pros at Holmes Pharmacy, and we'll put you on the first string every time. Holmes Pharmacy with locations in Hamilton and LaGrange.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Hi, welcome to State Farm.
What's up?
Hi, I want to switch to State Farm, but my husband has a hard time letting things go. He's stuck in the 90s.
Not.
Well, if you do switch to State Farm, I can save you $500.
Raise the roof.
Switch to State Farm for your auto insurance, and you could save on average $500. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Stuck on savings? Go to the Square in LaGrange or call Matt Orr, your State Farm agent.
Average household savings based on 2012 National Survey of New Policyholders who reported savings by switching to State Farm.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Wait a second. Did I hear something crank up? No. Coach Kendall has left the building. Elvis? No, he's not. He's right here, but he's thinking about that sportage. Speaking of leaving, we got about a minute. We're going to wrap up here, and we want to talk about Thursday night's game. I know we kind of briefly touched on it about your preparation schedule, but kind of go through the scenario for the next minute of what's preparing for Thursday night's game down in Columbus.
All right, well, we got Carver Tigers. We're going to be playing there Thursday night, kickoff at 7 at Memorial Stadium. And Carver's, a fine football team. They have a balance on offense and defense, have a lot of athletes. They are going to be a team that is a kind of multiple type of offense. And then, of course, their defense has a couple of guys that are very, very, very good defensive players. Mm-hmm. And then all those guys are surrounded by a good football team, and they have some playmakers. Mm-hmm. And it almost sounds redundant. It sounds like every team we talked about so far. But we know we haven't played Carver in a while, but it's just the same the Carver that they've been for several years. They're one of the top teams, and it's going to be another great non-classification conference, non-region, whatever you want to call it, test for us as we continue our non-region, getting ready to get to that point.
Wow, I don't know that anybody would want that kind of schedule. But, hey, fans, look, Thursday night, this Thursday night, Tigers are going to start back. I know the coaching staff's going to be there today analyzing film. Tomorrow they're going to be starting the week with a practice on Sunday afternoon, getting ready for Thursday night. 7 p.m. kickoff at Memorial Stadium in Columbus. You guys know where Memorial is. Get down there early.
Down by the river.
Down by the river. And I tell you what, it should be another heck of a ball game. Two physical teams, two teams that know what's at stake. And kind of getting ready for their region schedule. So you guys travel well. We appreciate everything that you fans do. I know the coaching staff does. They talk about, man, we had a crowd there last night, and we did last night. You guys come on down Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Memorial Stadium, to see your Troop High Tigers take on the Carver Tigers. With that said, we'll see you guys again next week here at the Kia Showroom.
Go Tigers.
Thanks for listening to the Troop Tigers Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240 AM, 96.9 FM, and online at eagle1023.com with Greg Hicks and Troop Tigers coach Lynn Kendall.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia of LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9, or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
In sports, free agents are free to find a team that offers the best deal. That's why Grange only sells their coverages through independent insurance agents. They're free to find the best team to protect your auto, home, or business.
Mallory Agency considers Grange their go-to company for their combination of great value and outstanding claim service. Call Mallory Agency at 706-884-3339 or visit their website at www.malloryagency.com.
Products not available in all states.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive support services. That's why our heart clinic is leading the way in cardiovascular care and ranked in the top 10% of all U.S. hospitals for medical excellence. West Georgia Health is also accredited by the Commission on Cancer and brings together the latest in diagnostic and treatment protocols. When it comes to keeping you healthy, West Georgia Health is on your side. From quality outcomes and advanced procedures to community education, we're in the game for you. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
It's time now for the Lafayette Christian Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Let's go live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on Lafayette Christian football.
All right, everybody, welcome to the showroom of Kia of LaGrange. And we're here on Lafayette Parkway, but all the super car action is out at the West Point Manufacturing Plant today. So make your way over there to that wonderful showroom, which is basically a big giant tent. They've got all the financing and everything else out there at the Kia Manufacturing Plant, as they've got about 250 Kias. Hopefully they got less than that already, because hopefully they've been selling them over there. But they've got a big, big selection of Kias. and they got to go, as they say, and they really got some really great discounts and special buys available for you there at the Kia manufacturing plant. But we're here at the Lafayette Parkway location, and Nate Shaw's here with me from Lafayette Christian. Something is happening today that never happens during Saturday morning quarterback, and that's we actually have chicken biscuits at this point because the salespeople are all out at the plant. So we've got all the food that we could ever want, which is nice. And congratulations, another big win for Lafayette Christian.
It was a big win, and sometimes you get into a knockdown dragout, and that's exactly what it was last night with a 29-27 victory over Harvester Christian Academy out of Douglasville, Georgia. And it was a little bit of a monkey on our back because they knocked us out of the playoffs last year. So, we talk about payback and all that stuff, but, hey, any win in your schedule is a good win, and it gets you closer to your ultimate goal at the end of the season.
We're going to come back, talk some more about that and several other things as you're listening to the Lafayette Christian High School Coaches Show on this fine Saturday morning. We'll be back to the Kia showroom here in just a second. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian.
Daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary Coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Yes, it's the right time and the right place is Holmes Pharmacy. You'll save like never before. Save money when you buy. And we accept Medicare, Medicaid, and private insurance, and each buyer is treated like a franchise player. It's all at Holmes Pharmacy. Holmes Pharmacy with locations in LaGrange and Hamilton.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics Gold. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game. Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances and insurance? Then let State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Mabel Smith Sharp handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money. Mabel Smith Sharp can help you put toward a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state.
Car won't start? Or does your problem sound a little more like that? Come to Stanford Automotive to get your car in tip-top shape quick with a reliable team of automotive specialists. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186. 66 Youngs Mill Road in LaGrange. Stanford Automotive, 706-882-0186.
Welcome back here to the Saturday Morning Quarterback Lafayette Christian edition. I'm here with Nate Shaw, and defensive coordinator for Lafayette Christian, as we're talking Lafayette Christian football. So I tell you what, they went out last night, had a great game. Did y'all get delayed? Of course, let me tell you, they did win 29-27 over Harvester Christian Academy. Did y'all have a lightning delay last night?
We did, because our field is really only a mile from Callaway Stadium, so it goes part and parcel with that. If Callaway's delayed, we will be delayed, and probably vice versa.
Right.
But it was a tenuous situation, I would say, right off in the first quarter. We went down 14-0. Very first offensive play of the game, Harvester received the ball first. Just made a great play. They beat our coverage. We didn't blow the coverage. We were beaten in coverage. On a long play, gave up a quick touchdown, 17-0. Had some, weren't able to get things going. So we had to sort of claw and scratch our way up to back into the game, and then eventually to the victory. And so we had some great offensive performances by Matt Brown, Aaron Dixon, Eli Shepard had 2 touchdowns last night. You usually hear his name spoken on the defensive side of the ball, but great offensive performance by him last night as a junior, and just a great team victory. A lot of good defense, a lot of good plays on both sides of the ball. I would say we were definitely the more physical team. I was able to pull up some film for Coleman this morning, and then we were popping the pads, and it was a big difference for us in the game on both sides of the ball. When we imposed our will physically on a team like Harvester, who has some talented football players and some talented athletes, maybe as talented as some we'll see this year, they cave into that physical pressure, and we were able to impose our will. I keep saying that, but that's really what you want to do. Any football coach that says you can impose your will on the other team is happy, and I am happy this morning about that. And our kids, although they'll probably be pretty sore this morning, are pretty. They understand what that means, and there's this feeling in your gut. It's like, wow, we can really do that to people, and that carries on through the season.
Well, I tell you what, already 3 wins on the season. Lafayette Christian's got a great start and a pretty bright future going forward. The next game, of course, is the only one you want to look toward. But already seeing how you handled the team last night, how the team's kind of coming together, I know that you're probably still trying to find this personality of this team.
We are. We're still a young team. We have some new players, some less experienced players. And there's a maturity that goes with it. It's not immature like you expect a child to be immature, but there's just a understanding of situations, understanding of just minor adjustments that only experience can give you. And we're building that experience, and we're not maybe as far along as we'd like to be in the year, but our kids are going to come out on Monday and really work, and I think they're starting to get it, that we can be in these throwdown type of games against somebody that I will say don't like, as that's a rivalry game, and come away with a win, even though at some points it was in doubt and it was ugly, and it really came down to the last drive of the game. It's going to help us focus on, okay, what are the little things that we need to do to get better, so when we're in another game like this, we can relax a little bit and just know that we're going to be able to make those plays.
Yeah, I mean, if you get those little things straightened out, it's amazing how the big things just kind of happen. We'll take a break. We'll come right back as we're talking Lafayette Christian football right here on Eagle Sports, 1240, 96.9, 102.3, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances and insurance? Then let State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp in LaGrange help you simplify and get to a better state, because with Mabel Smith Sharp handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. That's money. Mabel Smith Sharp can help you put toward a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Mabel Smith Sharp today and get to a better state with State Farm. Discounts may vary state to state. Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Touchdown! Great teams bring together skill, the right equipment, and ongoing support. It's a winning combination. At West Georgia Health in LaGrange, our highly rated teams sport medical expertise, state-of-the-art technology, and comprehensive support services. That's why our heart clinic is leading the way in cardiovascular care and ranked in the top 10% of all U.S. hospitals for medical excellence. West Georgia Health is also accredited by the Commission on Cancer and brings together the latest in diagnostic and treatment protocols. When it comes to keeping you healthy, West Georgia Health is on your side. From quality outcomes and advanced procedures to community education, we're in the game for you. For more information or to review our playbook, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health. So healthy together.
Welcome back here as we're live at Kia of LaGrange on Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange. And just to let you know that all the action is happening out at the Kia manufacturing plant today as they're having a special tent sale. And I got to tell you, they're making some deals out there. Matter of fact, I just got a salesman that just sent me word that he might have found me a vehicle. So they're out there working hard trying to get getting as many of these Kias sold as they possibly can. They've got way too many of them, and they've got like 250 vehicles out at this sale, which is a lot of Kias. And literally, they have so many Kias, they're parking cars up on the hill because they're trying to get room for everything.
Oh, yeah.
But at any rate, the tent sale's going on there at the West Point manufacturing plant. They've got Coach Pat Dye out there. Also, they've got all the financing people out there, all the sales people out there. They're ready to go to work for you, be an assistant buyer to help you get the car that you need at a price that you want to pay, and get a new Kia in your driveway. So head on out there to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point, Georgia, and join in on the fun. Nate, I tell you what, it's we sit there and had lightning storms and all these other distractions, and
we also had our lights go out too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. So there was a brief delay for that as well.
And it's tough to keep players motivated and locked in, but that's just what's going on during the game. How many distractions do y'all have to fight with during the week and everything else?
Well, we have sickness and kids out of school and reports from teachers for misbehavior, and we need to employ some behavioral modifications. As Coach Kendall was we're talking during the break, and there was some things. So that's how we decided to phrase that: behavioral modifications that need to be implemented. Because once again, we've talked about this, Coleman. We want to train these. We get boys, and it's a man's game, and we need to raise men in our schools. And I know I feel comfortable speaking for Coach Kendall that he wants his players to become young men and productive men, and that's why that's one of the main distractions that we deal with is quit horsing around, stop acting like a child, and be a man and do the things that you need to do to get through, because your education is preeminent here, and it's just one of those things that we have very little patience for. And if you ever want to get a coach riled up, get a bad report from a teacher. And you'll see how they react.
That's, like I said, that's things you can control.
Exactly.
That you're letting to be out of control, and that does not help the team get done. And of course, those little things, if you have to do that with a lot of players, all of a sudden you're not getting to spend time on fundamentals and other things you need to take over. So it is important that everybody's doing what they need to do. And
one hand washes the other.
Yeah, there you go. What they say that I've tell this. I got this from Jack Mormon, was that he tells his kids that your job is to make us happy, and if you do that, we're going to make you happy.
There you go. It's a symbiosis.
There you go. And the same thing about the players. The players do what they're supposed to do and keep the coaches happy. Y'all going to work hard to make sure they get to do fun stuff and win games and have fun.
That's right. And we had a lot of fun last night. It's always fun to come up with a W.
There you go. And, of course, now I guess we can look forward to Trinity Classic, and what are we going to see out of these guys?
Well, we haven't played them before, and we're today trying to arrange some film for them on them. They have, I'm not sure that they've won a game, and they're a pretty new program, and they're way up in Clarksville, Georgia. So they're pulling kids down out of the mountains, I think, and we're going to look forward to play them and just enjoy the trip and get done what we need to get done.
There you go. Last night, great job by the Lafayette Christian players. They won that game against Harvester Christian 29-27. Lafayette Christian now goes to 3 wins and 1 loss on the season, and getting ready to go to take it on Trinity. We'll talk about that and probably talk about some other people that have helped the program this week.
That's right.
And we'll do all that right after this break. Don't go away. You're listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback, Lafayette Christian Edition on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 1240, 96.9, and on the World Wide Web at eagle1023.com.
Truckloads of Kias are arriving daily at Kia LaGrange. In fact, our lot is so full, we're moving the the cars to the Kia manufacturing plant in West Point. Join us for a 3-day tent sale this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only. In 3 days, we need to move 200 new cars. Huge discounts will be given. Save thousands on a new Kia. Also, meet legendary coach Pat Dye in West Point from 9 to 12 this Saturday. It all happens this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in West Point at the Kia manufacturing plant. Kia of LaGrange. Help support your local economy.
All right, I want to ask you something, but you have to promise not to laugh at me.
Okay, what?
Do you think the State Farm jingle really works?
Like, for real? Like, if you sing the jingle, will your agent actually appear and help you out? Yeah, of course it works. I saw it on the internet.
Having your own State Farm agent means having a real person to help you when you need them. State Farm agent Matt Orr on the Square in LaGrange. Call 706-882-0046.
You're busy with places to go and people to see. At CB&T, we understand. That's why we created the Synovus Connections prepaid card. Use it for purchases, ATM withdrawals, and even get cash back. It's an affordable alternative to checking, simple to load, and can be replaced if lost or stolen. Plus, there's no credit check required. Let CB&T help you manage your busy lifestyle. Visit us for details or to open your Synovus Connections card today. CB&T, a division of Synovus Bank, member FDIC. Fees and restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Are you ready for a great deal? A money-saving party! We got great quality and value. We'll get you kick-started.
Holmes Pharmacy is ready to help you with your healthcare needs. Yes, it's time for action, and what better place for action than football and Holmes Pharmacy? When you go into Holmes Pharmacy, we do go into action. Action to serve you better and faster. If you want to deal with the best, then see Holmes Pharmacy in LaGrange and Hamilton.
All right, welcome back here as we're live at the Kia showroom in LaGrange, Georgia, at Kia of LaGrange. All the salespeople and everything. Matter of fact, we just watched video from
That's right.
from the TED sale they were sending us from there, and of course they're having a good time and to get a chance to make an opportunity to make some dreams come true out there at the Kia manufacturing plant as they're selling a whole bunch of Kias. They got an overstock of inventory. They've got a lot of special prices on these vehicles, a lot of special incentives that you can take advantage of. But go to the Kia manufacturing plant. They got the big tent sale there, tons of Kias for sale, and Coach Pat Dye's out there, and several other things.
I need to go meet him. Coleman knows why I need to meet him.
Well,
but we'll let that go.
Well, no, I think it's a funny story. Back during one of the ties with Syracuse.
That's right. 88 Sugar Bowl.
88 Sugar Bowl. I was at that game. Matter of
Really?
fact, yes. And so all the students and all the fans packed up ties. Did you go buy a special tie, or did you just give a tie?
I think I had a tie that I brought into school. Our school there. I went to high school outside of Syracuse. Cato Meridian Central. Go Devils. They had the people of Syracuse were upset about the tie. So Syracuse University organized that tie drive, and they were going to send to Pat Dye, and that's sort of how that came. But Coleman's informed me what Coach Dye actually did with the neckties, which was just a great response to it because Syracuse had done that before. Penn State broke their long rivalry with Syracuse, and they sent Joe Paterno 2 semi-truckfuls of oranges, and they parked it out in front of his house. So it's people of Syracuse are not necessarily the nicest people, but I thought that was a great response by Coach Dye.
Yeah, what he did was he took the ties that all the that he received, he auctioned them off for charity, and so the ties had a great opportunity to do some good stuff for other people, and plus it was a good memory for you and Coach Dye and a whole bunch of other people. So that's what football can bring a whole bunch of different people together, and it was kind of cool. So we appreciated that. All right, let's talk real quick. We're down to our last minute here, but Trinity is it classical?
Classical, yes.
Yeah, Trinity Classical is.
Means you have to take Latin there.
Oh, okay, I got you. And so if you would like your opportunity to go see this game, you're going to have to travel to Trinity. Where are they located?
Clarksville, Georgia.
Just down the road, and
a bit.
Yeah, and so get to go down there and cheer on Lafayette Christian, and I know you're excited about it. So what's the preparations going to be for this team?
Hey, even if we don't get filmed, just do what we need to do, and we need to focus on ourselves, and the game's going to take care of itself. But real quickly, I'm going to jump in.
Sure.
We have a game manager that takes care of the Cougars Den for us over there on Whitesville Road, Jared Pike. There's a lot of work when your home field isn't on your campus and traveling supplies back and forth. He does a great job for us. I'd like to mention that he's in sort of a support role, but not part of the team specifically, and I'd like to mention him and the great job that he does. It's a lot of work. It's a thankless job, and it's an unseen job a lot of the times.
That's right. You only time he probably hears from y'all on Friday night is if something's not there like y'all needed,
exactly.
But when it's all there, you just think, thanks.
And he's he's an alumnus too, and he was part of the original Cougar football team.
Oh wow,
too.
cool. Well, I'm proud for that you get that kind of support. It makes it fun to have people who have that special connection, making sure that everything's running smooth.
That's right.
Folks, get out there and do your part to help make Cougar football go, and Lafayette Christian will be on the road next week to Trinity Classical. We'll have all the comments from Coach Shaw coming up here on Saturday Morning Quarterback next Saturday, so join us for that. Good luck, Coach.
Well, thank you.
All right, you've been listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback right here on Eagle 102.3, 1240, 96.9, and we'll see you back here next week.